8 December 2023. I was among the senators that attended the birthday ceremony of the Senate President. Right from the Victor Atta Airport, I drove in the same vehicle with the said senator with her husband. In fact, I was in the front seat while the senator and her husband was at the back seat. We attended series of programs of the Senate President within Uyo town. At the end of the day, we moved to Ekotepene, the hometown of the Senate President. I remember very well, as we were coming down from the vehicle, she was complaining of her shoe penny her that made her and her husband to stay back while I rushed inside the building to join other senators to inspect the building of the Senate President. I must tell you for free, and that is the truth, Senator Natasha never joined us inspecting the buildings of the Senate President. She was seated at the parlor with her husband. The Senate President took us to the chapel, and called those who are Catholic senators to join him in a Holy Mass. We celebrated the Holy Mass, and at the end of the day, ended up in her garden, and he hosted us. There was never a time the Senate President touched the to Natasha. There was never a time the Senate President told Natasha, oh, you like my house, I will come back here to have a good time. That never happened. And Senator Natasha knows that very well. So it is disheartening and unbelievable for a senator of the Federal Republic to act of mere provocation simply because you were given a new seat and probably a committee was changed to get up to lay a false allegation against a man that is old enough to be your father. Up till now, I'm still in shock because it's unbelievable.
All right, Mr. Wimboye, you
and let me cap it up. From the house of the Senate President, I still drove in the same vehicle with Senator Natasha and the husband. I was still in the front seat to 4 Points Hotel, where we all lodged. The following morning, I was with the husband. We had a walk together within the hotel. He never told me of anything that the husband, that the wife was harassed. Of course, it never happened. For crying out loud, it never happened. The Senate President never had a handshake with Natasha in his house, let alone toasting her. And think of it. How do you think a sane man will toast a married woman in the presence of over 20 senators, in the presence of her husband? Come on. This is unbelievable and should be condemned.
Oh, Chief Whip, embarrassment, eh? So Nigerians have asked this man, they've dragged him on Instagram, asking him, you drove in this car, you drove in the same car. Don't you have a car? Well, let's make excuses for him. He didn't have a car with him because it was in Uyo. That is in Akpabio, sorry. So it wasn't in Abuja. Chief Whip. This your whip is truly working on. Chief Whip, your whip is still working. Senator Natasha said something that has made you people to embarrass yourself the more. Let me explain. Guys, listen to this story very well. Remember that Natasha's allegation, when she was talking about, going round with her husband, herself, and Akpabio were going round. She never mentioned that other senators were going round with her. She said, and she even mentioned that at some point, the senator, Akpabio, had gone with her. They had walked forward because the husband was taking a call. And she never mentioned that there were other senators with them. She said, Senator Natasha said herself. So you see how this whole story is adding up. Guys, listen. If this guy agreed that they actually did is going round to see the house, he doesn't know if at the point before he went round to see the house, Natasha and her husband had already gone round to see the house. And that's the reason why he went with other senators and she said her shoe was paining her. Okay, for a woman who said her shoe was paining her, she still went to the reception with you guys, where they hosted them. Oga, do you even know what you're saying? Now, the wife of Akpabio said that they don't even have any property or house in that place. So which house are you also talking about? It means that Natasha is saying the truth. Because if Natasha was saying there's a house and the wife came out, Akpabio's wife came out and said there's no house, and you as Chief Whip have come out to say indeed there was a house, it shows that Natasha is the one saying the truth. And coming here to say, oh, nothing like that happened, they didn't tell you, so the husband should come and be telling you as what? Because you're a Chief Whip, they should come and tell you as what? Well, you know the same Chief Whip, it's just that these arrest people are not asking you questions. Well, you know the same Chief chief whip that was with Akpabio, because you dine with him, you lick his butt, you do everything. Well, you know the same person that was with him the day he asked you to threaten Natasha. We know your game, sir. We know your games, and very soon you'll be exposed. You seated on that seat bearing false witness. I don't even know what you belong to. Whether you are a Christian or a Muslim, I don't know. But you are lying and bringing out that your vein is showing as you are lying. You say nothing like that. He didn't even give her a handshake. So you go to the Senate president, he tells you what to say, and you come out to brag and rant. The Senate president should keep paying people. He should keep giving you people enough money to come on social media to talk. The same you people say, oh, social media cannot be taken seriously. But you people, at the mention of one thing, Natasha said one thing, all of you. First of all, you people paid women from Akpabio State to come out and protest that, oh, Akpabio they should not spoil your son's name. Oh. Now, Akpabio is being Natasha's father, right? But Akpabio is touching people's children who are younger than Natasha, in case you don't know. Natasha was respecting that man just because he felt, oh, that's her husband's friend. They've been friends even before she got married to him. If not, I'm sure Natasha would have given it to him. If Akpabio was just anybody who she doesn't know or had a relationship with, you think Natasha would have even spared him that period? You don't know whether slap would have followed. This is the same senator that an NDDC boss slapped. She slapped Akpabio very well because Akpabio was trying to take undue advantage of her, tried to touch her when he's not supposed to touch her. This woman gave him a dirty slap. And immediately Akpabio started, antagonizing. What word should I use? Started, fighting the woman. At the end of the day, the woman came out and told the press that the reason why Akpabio is fighting her, the reason why Akpabio is doing what he's doing is because he wanted to do the do and she refused. So these women are not from the same local government. These women are not friends. So how are they cooking up stories in different years against you? Continue running away, continue denying the fact that you did it. You have gone to carry your wife. You told your wife to come out and speak to the press. And she has said she is suing Natasha with 250 million billion. And then your chief whip came out and Senator Ireti, that we in Abuja supported to become senator. She went to the media to fall our hands. And one other Yoruba senator who came up and was saying what she doesn't know. My prayer is that all of you supporting Akpabio, may you witness and may your children witness what Natasha has been through in the Senate. And that period, want to see how your reaction will be. Nigerians are really very upset. You get to see the things they were saying on the comment section. Said this man is just lying. As a chief whip, your duty is not to go on social media to defend your godfather. Your duty is to sit down in the Senate and do what you're supposed to do. You are such an embarrassment, honestly. You are such a big embarrassment. The Senate is a hallway. The Senate is this. The Senate is a respected. If you do, the Senate does not respect itself. It is the people who are the senators that respect themselves and the institution. So if they told Akpabio to step aside, Akpabio said it. Saraki said step aside. The same Akpabio, the same seat issue. Don't sit there and talk. Akpabio was disrespecting the former Senate president. And you say, come on, because it's a bitch. Kama did not even wait for this assembly to go far. Kama gave it back. That's what my husband used to say. When you disrespect an elderly person, your own disrespect is coming in front. And it will definitely happen. And I look at this chief whip, I just see him like someone who is being tossed to and fro. And he doesn't have a mind of himself. I'm sure his wife and children are really disappointed in him. How he's doing the master's bidding, lying up and down on national TV. Shame on you.